Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing tonight? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I'm here to share my next project, which is I'm going to show you this kit. I want to take it out of here. I have it cut out and organized in this little plastic pocket, but this is creating some glare. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out of here and see if we can look at it. But it is going to be my design team project for Studio 28E for the month of November. And so I've already got it cut out. And there's a bunch of little words here. Let me see if I can get those. Let's see, what is this? That's just a piece of trash. Okay. So there we go. Okay, glare gone. So let's see. This is Sherry's kit, and it's called Baby Boy, something like Baby Boy kit, digital kit, and it's really cool. And so I've been ever since I did my Mimi's journal, I wanted to do another baby type journal. I've never really done a baby journal before I did my Mimi's journal, and Sherry had this kit in her shop, and I said, well, let me just see what I can do with this. So here is some little strips of tickets with little boys on them. Aren't they cute? They're like little vintage looking tickets. There's two of them there. Got that, and I folded. Here's one of the pages I folded already. I was trying to see what sizes I was going to be working with. But here's some little tags. Very vintage looking little boys, I guess, with a little bonnet sitting in its, looks like a doctor's suitcase there, or a briefcase, or a doctor's case. Here's some little Baby's First Christmas. You know how you do a baby book and you have all the events and things. So Baby's First Christmas. Here's some other things that are relevant to Christmas. It says something about Christmas here and Baby's First Christmas on these, and they're blue. Oh, here's some more tickets. Let's get those with the other tickets. And then here's some things that say my first birthday. Pretty adorable. I believe I printed this out at full size. Aren't these cute? Colors are very nice. And then here's this little boy. I believe he was on something and I fussy cut him out. He's got a little sailboat in his hand, in his arms there. Super cute. And here's a pocket that can be folded, right here, and that'll be a pocket. These can be journaling cards or decorations on a page or pockets, all of these. Here's a tag. I'll be backing, like I would back the tags if these are journaling cards or whatever I end up doing with any of these, anything like that, I would back with, cardstock. Here's a bunch of these. They kind of look like, well, right now they're looking like index cards, but they have lines. And so they can be for journaling, and they can be used for anything, a journaling card, or I could, you can glue these down on a page for writing space. They can be put into a pocket for whoever would get this journal to use in their own way, whatever they would want to do with them. Here's another pocket. And you can see these say all kinds of neat things like my favorite people. I said what today? My favorite people. Okay, we already saw those. We saw that. Okay, another journaling card, and just my favorite things. And there's lots of those. Okay, we saw this. And then, let's see, this was, okay. I have been putting little scraps of fabric in here that I wasn't sure, because I wasn't sure which way I was going to go, girl, boy, or, a journal that could be for a boy or a girl. But, I found a book today, so I think I'm going in the boy direction. Here's some they're almost like little cards. They open up and there's a back. It says Baby's First Christmas on those. So you get the general idea. Isn't this cute? Little tags. And all these little people, little boys. And there's some trim here. Let's see, and there's lots of words. Oh, this is just, I guess, a number I had out, and I put that in there. That didn't come with the kit. This kit. Let's see, this is just a little circle decoration. Okay, there's lots of little words here. They say toys and curls and bedtime and laughter, mommy, you know, all kinds of cool brother little words you can use for decorating a journal. And here's like some, this almost looks like washi tape here. And it's blue. So let me put all that over here and then I'll show you the pages. So I printed the pages out double-sided so you see how pretty they are. So let me just flip through these. Like this one has the feet, see the little feet, and then the baby graphics here, and then the back is really pretty. See this right here? The little pictures already collaged for me. This says photographs. Okay, this one has safety pins and a baby in the bath. Little buttons up here. These are little sailboats on wheels, like little toys. And this is a pretty polka dot one. Cute here, a little boy playing with his horse. And some, looks like little toys. There's mom and baby. This one says bedtime stories, and this looks like Mother Goose up here. And here is the baby. It looks like starting to walk. So super cute. So let me just flip through. These look like they're duplicates. We already saw those. And this one. And this one. Okay. So those are the pages. So let me put over this, all of this over on my envelope that I took them out of. So they're kind of out of my way. And then I ran across this book. So I had planned on using another book, but it didn't work out as far as it was an old baby book. And the fabric on the outside I thought I could use, but it was just, I couldn't clean it up enough. It was just too dirty looking, and so I tried to take the fabric off, and basically underneath was just cardboard. So I was like, well, if I'm just going to use cardboard, I can make my own book or use one of my own books if I'm just going to use a cardboard, you know, structure. So I found this book here. I found two books. I'll show you both of them. This one's super cute. Too, the little cars book. I think I recently showed you these in one of my junk journal haul video type videos, you know, my thrifty videos, Thrifty Tuesdays. Oops, this says Little Prince. Isn't that cute? Little Prince. And so yeah, I think in the video I said, oh, these would be cute for little boys. And then when I got the kid out, I was like, oh, I have those books. I still have them, you know, right nearby where I can grab them and see if they would work. So this one, I think I'm going to go with this one, but this one is cute too for the future. I just wanted to show you. I didn't buy these, like I didn't buy this fabric for this book, but I just bought it because I liked it. I think I've had this for a little while, like maybe a year. Could be less, but I think I've had it for a while. But I just recently picked up this book at a thrift store. It's the Cars, you know, the Cars story, or movie, whatever. And so, you know, it's a super cute book, of course. Look at the back. I love this back on this one. But I had this fabric that has cars and trucks. When I was looking for fabric for this one, I just had this one out just in case. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm just going to put this fabric right with this book, because one day I'm going to make a journal from this, and these have to be used together. And wouldn't that be cute? I mean, can you see that on the spine here? So cute, right? So, yep, this is staying right with this book, and this may be a future, or will be a future journal right there. So, I'm going to put that over here. And so this one, I was looking for fabric to go on the spine for this one, and I found these two, and I got both of these in Happy Mail. And when I saw these, I remember when I got these in Happy Mail, I still haven't seen fabric like this anywhere. But it's, you know, the little writing paper, you know, like beginner or primary or kindergarten writing paper that has the little lines. And then this one has the letters, and this one has numbers. And so first I knew I had these, and I was like, okay, where did I put this? Because I wanted to see, you know, if they would go. And I was going through all my fabrics and picking out, had some gingham, blue and white gingham, and I like this orange you know, this airplane here has orange color in it. I was like, well, maybe I can find something orange. And then I found it. So here it was. And first I found this black one. I was like, oh yes, that would be pretty. And then I found the white one. They were right beside each other, but I didn't see this one at first. And I pulled this one out. I was like, oh, okay, that's the one. I mean, it's got a lot of, not a lot, but it's got, I mean, this one has some orange in it too, of course. But I don't know, something about the white background with this cover and the colors, I think just really will go. So I think I'm going to use this fabric here. And so I wanted to get started on it. So I thought maybe we could do that together. You know, you've watched me do this before, but, and I might have to get up and get something if I don't have everything here. So on this one, I'm going to, you know, just, I think I'm not, with the size of these pages, and you know, I would like to keep the golden spine, but with the size of these pages, I'm already going to have to lengthen these pages. I'll show you what I'm talking about. See, if I fold these in half, this is how they're going to be. And so my spine, if I take off the golden spine, these pages are right, if I put them right up to that where I think the new spine is going to be, I have about an inch here still, so I'm going to still have to lengthen these pages. I'm going to use other papers with these, of course, you know, but these pages are going to have to be lengthened. The only other thing I would do if I wasn't going to use this book is make my own cover, but I kind of would really like to use this book. I think they would all, I mean, I think these would look good in here, and you know, I just think it would be a cute little boy journal, right? So let's see, I'm trying to figure out how I want to take this apart. I've, of course, done it many times before, but sometimes you can just cut this off with scissors. Let me see if it's going to cut off for me, or do I need to get my box cutter over here. Yeah, you don't have to make this more difficult than it is. Sometimes you can just use your scissors. And you don't have to get your box cutter out or remove the staples behind the spine. See, there you go. Boom, done, easy, right? So let's just do this one. And like I said, I usually try to keep that spine, but with this size papers, I'm going to need to cut it off. So this time I'm going to do it, but usually I don't like to do that. Okay, so there we go. We've got our pages. And so we do want to keep the pages. I do want to put these pages in here. So in order to get the pages out, this is when I'm going to need to get probably my staple remover out. So, but this is not difficult either. You can just, you don't have to, let me show you how I usually do it. First of all, I'm going to even this up. And we're just going to work for a few minutes tonight or today on this cover. And whatever we get done, we get done. So that's all nice and even now. Let's see, I got a little piece right here, probably could go. Whoops. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, so let me see if I can grab my staple remover, and we'll take these pages out too. And I can do that if you haven't seen anyone do that before. Maybe you probably have, but just in case. I've got my light here. I need to move to get by. See if I have my staple remover. Yes, usually you can use pliers or a staple remover, but I'll show you the easiest way I have found to get your pages out and take this little golden spine off if you need to take it off. You can see the staples right under the spine here, and one side is where, you know, the little prongs are, and the other side is the whole staple. So I can see that this side looks like this side, which is the front side of the book, is where the whole staple is, and the prongs come out on the back. So you can literally, pretty much, usually, hopefully it'll work this time, but usually you can kind of reach right through this little golden spine with your staple remover and grab that staple and pull it, maybe pull it out, we'll see. I'm going to try to loosen it up first. And if you have to, you can get your pliers out. Like I have my pliers right here if I needed to get my pliers out. But I have done it with just my staple remover before. So let's see if it works this time. Well, yeah, I might have to pull the prongs up on the back a little bit if I can. The idea here is not to mess up your pages. So I am, of course, messing up this spine, but we cut it off because we're not using it. Now, if you are keeping the spine, well, if you're keeping the spine, you would do this in a completely different way because you don't want to mess up the spine, right? You won't want, but it doesn't matter because we took it off. Okay, so I think they've got the prongs up here. See, I pulled the prongs up. Now I'm going to go back over here and pull out the staple. And here it is. Now at this point, I can either use my staple remover or get my little pliers out and pull that the rest of the way out. Okay, I'm going to leave that there for a second. Just be careful, it's sharp if you're doing this. Okay, so this side, I'm going to go ahead and grab my prongs again. Sometimes you can just pull it. Yeah, I don't want to rip the pages, so I'm just going to use my staple remover to try and get these prongs loose on this side. I can see it coming. That one's up. Now the other side. Almost got it. It's going to be the hardest part of this whole journal, right? Okay, so that's that. Now the prongs are up, so I should be able to reach here. Grab this side. Okay, it's coming again. I've got one side. Okay, that one came out, see? That's what I was trying to get the other one to do. This one just popped right out. Not popped right out, but you know what I mean. And once I got the prongs up on the other side, I could pull it out. This one is being more stubborn, which I'm pretty good at grabbing stuff with this staple remover, but I will get my, I guess I'm going to have to get my pliers, which I have right here. I was just using them today on another project, so I got them handy right on the top of my drawer there. So then you can just pull it right out. There we go, that was easy. And then the little spine should just come right off your pages. See, we didn't mess up our pages at all. So I'm going to keep them together for the journal. For now, we're going to put those over to the side. And we're going to take our two little covers and see if we can put those together. I've got a, let's see, I've got a 1.5 piece of chipboard here, cut and to width, but not to length yet. So I'm just going to measure the length that I need, and got a little marker right here. Let me cut that. Let me make a mark here where I need to cut. So I'm just going to measure it like this. I need to cut right here. So I have the length of my spine, about right there. Okay. exactly straight, but I'll straighten it up in a second. I want to make sure it's right. Okay, yeah, once I straighten it up, it'll be right. It's going down. It's going just below, like a hair below. So when I straighten it up, it'll be, the below part will be not below. It'll be even. Okay, there we go. Now we have our new spine. Okay, and I'm sure you all have seen people do this before, but this is just a new project that we're going to work on. So we're just working on it. And the way I do it is leave a gap here. You need a little gap in between your two, your covers, back and front, so that when you put your spine on there, you have, you need to be able to fold, bend your cover closed. Have room to do that. That's how the original spine on a book would be. There's a little gap there. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I don't want my gap too big. I don't want it too small. I just kind of want it just right. And I'm trying to work on here, but this is making me have a little bit of making things not right here. So let me move that. I guess I really don't need it until I start gluing fabric on here or something. So let's go ahead and, all right, there. That one looks good. This one looks good. So I just, from here I use this tape. This is duct tape. And this works really well. It's very sticky, so you don't have to use glue with it. You know what I mean? It's just super sticky. I mean, you can see how I'm pulling it. So I have to pull really hard to even get it off of here. So what I do is just take it and wrap it around. And with this size spine, I'm going to need 2 pieces to wrap around to get a good overlap. But I don't want it to ever overlap too much because my fabric is going to go over here. And if I put too much tape, the further my tape is, the further my fabric has to go, right? Because I want to cover up the tape with my fabric. So I just want a little overlap here, but enough to make it strong, but not, too much so that I don't have to put my fabric farther over than I want to. Okay, so and everything's moving. Everything's moving. So let's see. Let's get that back in place. I want to get this straight. And so it's on my book straight. I'm going to make sure this is under here is right. So I'm going to move that back over before I press it down. That looks good. So basically we're doing 1/2 and then we'll do the other half. I'm trying to make sure this is pretty even right here. Before I actually, yeah, that looks good. I think that looks good. Okay. So then I'm just going to wrap it around. Now again, I don't want it too far over on the front either because, I don't want to cover up my picture or if I have words here or something. So just a little bit over on the front cover so that it's on, but not covering up too much. Okay. So again, pulling. See how hard I have to pull on this to even get it off of this tape dispenser. Okay, off of the tape roll. Okay. Now again, not over too far. I'm not really covering up any picture or words here, even though the whole little golden book is there and everything. So we did good on that. And then I'm going to overlap it a little bit on the top here so that we don't have anything, on the front or right on the top. It's just got a little fold down here, fold it right even with our new spine, and just there we go. See, it's all together there. And it looks good. So let me see, let me check my time here. Okay, so we probably have enough time to do the other side, and then we'll come back to you where we work on the fabric. So let me get this out of the way so we can go ahead. And so this makes for a really strong spine. By the time you're done here, you're going to have your chipboard, pretty much 2 layers of this tape, and then fabric. on your spine. So let's get this done here before my time runs out. But I think this is going to be a super fun journal to make. I've never made a little boy journal, just little boy journal. So, and I have 2 sons, so I did a scrapbook for them each because I was into scrapbooking when they were little. So I didn't actually do like a baby boy journal like this. I did a scrapbook and for each of them, and they're both I think one of their scrapbooks has cowboy boots on the cover, you know, and the other one I don't remember. I'd have to get it out. But those were fun, and so I think this is going to be even more fun. So again, not overlapping, not necessary to overlap too much, just enough so you're grabbing your cover, you're grabbing your spine, it's all together. A little fold over the top here, so just a little bit, like an inch, you know, that we can fold down. Just cut it off like an inch over. Let's see. I would like to cut a straight line, so there we go. Okay, see, there's my end piece there. Here's my inch here. I'm folding down. I'm folding it. I don't want a wrinkle. No wrinkles, Sherry. So, there we go. Just all nice. And see, there's our nice new spine. I like this tape because it's neutral, and if I ever did something that was see-through, then you just see a neutral color under there. That's why I picked this color. I get it at Walmart just in case you wanted to know. Looks like burlap, but it's also very neutral. So, because I have done like lace journals and lace spines and stuff like that. And then if you see through a little bit, you just see that neutral color, which looks really nice. So next step is fabric. So I'll be back with you on another video to put the fabric on and see what else we want to do on the inside. Maybe this looks nice. We don't really need to cover this up. So we'll see if we want to do some pockets in here, or do I want to cover it up? You know what I mean? I'm going to look at my other papers that I'm using and see if I do want to put something here. Something real baby boyish, you know. We'll see. So thank you for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed, and happy crafting.